Hey guys, what's up? I'm just doing a quick show and tell, and I'm going to do some spinning. I think I've already showed you guys some of these hats and cookies that I made, and the camera is tilted sideways because I got a different camera arm down here trying to show my spinning. It's a cow with a matching bucket hat, and this is for my son. I just got to weave in the ends on that. And there's another bucket hat. So I also did a shawl. It's just a granny stitch shawl, and it was made with that the shawl and the shawl. This one, Line Brand shawl and a cake. And the one that I made, I've already got it packed up to ship to a friend for his wife's birthday. But it was in those different browns and creams, and that color was so pretty. It may make you think of creme brulee. But this color is so pretty, and this is the jewel tone one. And the name of this one is if I can find it, Prism. But the other shawl was just a granny stitch shawl, triangular shawl. They're very easy to make. You don't have to think about it when you're making them. They got a lot of sparkle in them, as you can see. But I started this one last night, and they're very fast. They don't take that long at all. But you get a nice, airy yet warm shawl. So I'll be working on that here and there. So I was just gonna be spinning for you guys, and erase this arm up some. So you can see my wheel is a Spinolution Queen Bee. It originally was a B, and then I sent it in when they were doing upgrades a couple years ago, and it was upgraded to a Queen Bee. And now they have a different size bee with a different armature where you could change out these heads easy for the 8-ounce bobbins, 12. I think they have an 8-ounce bobbin, a 12-ounce bobbin, and 16-ounce bobbin. But I didn't send mine in for that because I like this one, and I really don't feel like sitting and spinning for that long period of time on one bobbin. It would drive me crazy. However, they also have released a winder that is, I can't think of the name of it right now, and I ordered one for this wheel so that I don't have to stop and change pegs. So it's supposed to be compatible with the various Spinolution wheels. And I ordered the one for the 4-ounce size, which is what my bobbins are supposed to be. However, I have been known to be able to pack more than 4 ounces onto those bobbins. So, but this is one of the 3D printed bobbins, and that I get from a guy over on Etsy. And the wool I'm spinning is some blue faced border Leicester. Some border Leicester that I got from Homestead Wool and Gift Farm. I think I got this last year. I'm not sure. But it has a nice gloss to the fiber and a softness to it. It's a sliver. This doesn't feel like a roving, but it feels like because the fibers aren't perfectly aligned. I had enough cord. I wonder if I could put this thing over to my left, point it down. That way it'll be facing the same direction that I am. I wonder. Let's see. Let's see if we got enough cord. We can do that. Oh, y'all fail. Hold on. It might fall again. Okay, about as good as it's gonna get. Okay, so that's about it. Something right to put up in my lap. Okay. And the wheel is old, so it has a little bit of noise now. Plus, I have bobbins sitting over here on the daisy cake. It's built into the wheel. And this is a foldable wheel. It's considered a travel wheel. And if you guys follow me on Instagram and you have seen pictures of the other things that I've been making, including the shawl I was just telling you guys about. I got pictures over there. Let me see something. Let's see if this will work. Okay. I'm not sure if that'll work. Okay, so I'm sharing the screen with y'all. So this hat I made for my friend that I game with. And that's the shawl right there that I made. Okay, let me close that and stop sharing that screen. Let me see if I can get Instagram up. All right. Go to me. Let's see if I can. There we go. Cheese beans. All right. So now I'll share the screen again. Window and Chrome tab. Why isn't it showing Instagram? There it is. Okay, so this is my Instagram screen, and that's the shawl right there. Wish it had like an arrow where you could just click through stuff. Okay. This is where I'm starting a Tunisian crochet project. That's the last spool of yarn I spun. It was a Homestead Wool and Gift Farm. That was some CVM fiber. This is where I was starting the tender shawl, but then I forgot where I stopped at, so I pulled that out to start this other shawl because it doesn't matter. Like I said, if you go to my Instagram, you can always see my current projects and that I'm working on. It's my granddaughter. Socks. I was putting the needles in so I can do the toes. It's on top of my desk. I still haven't done them. This hat that you saw my friend wearing. It's a turnip stuff out in my garden. All kinds of stuff on my Instagram. So you feel free to go over there. And it's the Instagram is She Spins, just like everything else. All right, so I'm back on StreamYard. I'm just gonna spin a little bit, and then I'm gonna go back to playing World of Warcraft. And Barb, they play Evercrack. We call it Evercrack because people were so addicted to it, they were neglecting their lives, neglecting their children, neglecting their houses, neglecting everything. But yeah. So World of Warcraft is always called EverQuest, Evercrack. But the box on my left, it has several balls of fiber over there. And so my goal is to try to spin that box empty this year and get rid of the box. I want to put a 3-drawer storage system over there in that corner and put the fibers that I'm interested in spinning over there in that drawer system when I get it. So it'll be more organized. It won't be a cardboard box that's falling apart over there. And I'm making shawls and blankets, trying to use up some of my acrylic stash so that I can put other things in my cubes. And I also want to upgrade my cubes to wooden cubes from IKEA, the wooden cube system. It's sturdier than the frame wire ones, because some of those are starting to bend and the grandbaby grabbing onto them and stuff. And I don't want her to be able to just pull those things down. She gets in her little mood to do crazy stuff as most grandchildren do. So, but this is my little setup. I just sit here when I feel like spinning and just spin away. Just pull out a ball of yarn and spin it. Post the results on, usually have the bag like sitting like this on the floor right there. I finish spinning it and then I post the results over on Instagram after I apply it. And if you can see, there's some dust coming off of this. I don't know if you guys can see that. There, you see. So it's gonna have to be washed. There's a little bit of dust coming off of it as you spin it. Let you guys see my hands. I'm not usually this close to my wheel. All right. There you go. But it's set up for, these wheels are great for people who have joint issues. It's not your typical stair step treadling style. I'm using my toes to treadle, and as you can see, the flyer gets up to a very, very fast speed. And I'm spinning some fine yarn. It'll be a fingering weight once it's 3-ply, or a light fingering. If I 2-ply it, it'll be a heavy lace or lace. It depends on what tool you're using to count your wraps with. But this is my happy place when I'm spinning. There's a little bit of beige matter in there still too. I'll be glad when I get my auto winder thing. So it's gonna make life a lot easier. I won't have to stop. I can just keep spinning. I won't have to stop to move the yarn to the next peg. And I'll let you guys see. So the yarn is coming out. It's automatic for me, but I kind of pinch or tap the fiber a little, let the next little bit of fiber come through. And that's how I spin on the wheel. And I spin worsted. I prefer to spin worsted. I do not spin frou-frou yarns. I have no interest in spinning frou-frou yarns. I like spinning a solid worsted weight yarn or worsted style spun yarn for utility, like, just straight up knitting or crocheting with it. If I wanted an airy, fluffy yarn, I go buy it from the store. I'm not going to spin it because that's not what I like spinning. And this is fast, and I like fast. From crocheting to spinning, I like things that I can do quickly. And this is the typical weight that I spin the singles. Rarely do I spin singles that are larger than this. That's just the way I spin, and I'm happy with the way I spin. So I haven't had any complaints from anyone I've gifted my yarn to about the yarn. So I'm not worried about what other people. You do what makes you happy. You don't worry about other people. You let them, if they want a yarn spun a particular way, then they need to learn how to spin and spin it for themselves that particular way. Because I'm not going to get out of my happy zone for somebody else. That's just not going to happen. Because if this is the natural way that I spin this particular style of yarn, then in order for me to spin it thicker so that I can get a bulkier yarn, I actually have to pay attention to what I'm doing and concentrate. And for me, that is not what spinning is for. For me, spinning is a way for me to relax, to zone out, to let my mind just drift. Not be thinking about work, not be thinking about nothing. Just letting the yarn slide through my fingers and spinning. That's all I'm wanting to think about. And just let the world go so that you can have some peace of mind. And that's what spinning is for me. So like you can see how the fiber, there's a piece of pigeon metal right there. But you can see how the fiber, as it slides past, it might get a little raggy looking and stuff, but don't worry about that. You can always just rotate your hand like this. That puts that fiber on the top, so that'll be where you next draft from, and that'll keep your sliver kind of even. And you can always just pull this free like that and just lay it on that short piece and spin it in. And now you got it incorporated into what you're already spinning. And now it's like one little piece again. I see I have 2 people watching. So hello. And this bag, this is my scrap bag. I put all my little scrap yarns in there. There's some art supplies up under there too. If you can see that. Let me see. Okay. Now when you're spinning, sometimes you'll get like these little puffs. Like it could come from a second cut. All you have to do is hold the fiber down. I usually do it like a little loop over your finger or something. Just put some tension on the fiber, on the yarn, and just pick up that little, there you go. So you see that little poof? You just pull it and see how it comes off? It comes off the yarn. You just pull it off. And it's like a little second cut. If you want your yarn to be like ultra smooth and not have any imperfections, if you're one of those people. But hand spun fiber, the purpose of hand spun fiber is for it to look like it was spun by hand, to have those characteristics. Those little things give that yarn character, and it lets you know that it came from an actual person and not a machine. But if you were spinning a fiber that was a very well prepared fiber and it just had like a little teeny piece of a second cut stuck in there, that's how you can pull it free without messing up your yarn. Like I got a bigger piece right here. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Try not to time out on Warcraft. Now you see this triangular area between my fingers? That's your draft zone. And you can twist your yarn back and that will relax your draft zone. See, it opens up those fibers again. And when you allow twist to go into your draft zone, and I'm spinning clockwise. So the twist is traveling clockwise through this fiber and it's imparting kinetic energy into the fiber like a rubber band. So you see that? That's the yarn twisting back on itself. So it's hard to see. So that's the yarn twisting back on itself. And then that's the single. See, it's as fine as my, what's that, the heart line? It's like the hairline, the heart line. So you also use the lines in your palm as a way to gauge the weight of your fiber. I'm just joking. How fine do you want your fiber to be? Or you could keep a spinning, mine is over here somewhere, a spinning gauge nearby. I don't know what I did with mine, but it was over here the other day. To give you an idea of how fine you want to spin it. I moved it. Or you could get a floss. If you want to spin it as fine as some dental floss, get you one of these dental pick sticks and keep it by your area And then you can compare your yarn that you're spinning to the dental floss to give you an idea of how fine you want to spin it. Just have one of these little picks handy. And that's that. Some little tips. And it's Tour De Fleece as well, which is another reason why I'm trying to spend a little bit every day this month or until the 20th, whenever it ends. I like a little bit of spinning in. And get this camera straight. My coffee is cooling off, so I can drink it and reward myself with some coffee. And that was just me moving the yarn to another peg. In a few days, I won't have to do that ever again. Hopefully. All right, guys, that's it for today. I will probably, well, for now, I'll probably be back later on